All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 701. Yeah! I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's here to tell you about his brand new NFT, Wombat.
It's one of a kind. It's lenticular. And they're sold right now for the low, low price of $17,000 each.
That's a bargain.
Well, they were originally $250,000, and only if you buy them tonight, and you have to buy a minimum of 15.
Where's my credit card? Welcome to the show. Hey, Shipwreck, how you doing?
Doing all right. I'm trying not to sneeze right now. I feel like I need to sneeze.
Do you have allergies or COVID?
No.
Are you allergic to COVID?
No allergies that I know of, or COVID that I know of.
My son has seasonal allergies, and he went to the nurse's office to get a tissue, and they sent him home from school.
That's really weird. That's weird nursing.
It's a different time that we're living in right now.
Yeah, I get it, but it was still
upsetting. With the book, right? Yeah, you go ahead and go home.
You go home.
But you go home and read that book.
Mm-hmm.
You fought so hard.
He took out the sequel from the library today too.
That's how they're tracking him now.
They put a chip in him when he took out went like this to get the book, and they go.
Oh, the book had a GPS in it.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yes.
Too much politics. Stop.
Oh my goodness, we're the worst.
Books. The politics of books.
Mm-hmm.
Of maybe not banning the books.
Sowing the seeds of love.
Anyway, welcome to the show. Last week, hopefully you joined us on Twitch and or on YouTube after the fact and watched our big Jeopardy showdown. Hootenanny showdown brought to you by Shanafan. And even my parents watched it and they said it was fun. But then my dad was trying to tell me that it wasn't fun, but I cut him off.
I don't understand what that, yeah.
No, I mean,
just tell him to leave a review on YouTube.
I think my mom told me it was fun. And then we were at dinner tonight because it's Ty's birthday. And I was sitting next to my dad. And I think he was about to tell me, he's probably going to tell me, that he agreed with me about the whole car play thing and that it wasn't fair. But we never got there because there was a lot of stuff going on with the presents and the eating.
You still would have lost. So it doesn't matter.
It didn't matter.
We
never even had the conversation. It was more about.
It really doesn't matter.
Right. It was just for fun. But I think, yeah.
Where'd you spend your points, Wombat?
Oh, I got a new car.
Perfect.
You can't even get a new car now.
I know.
That's how I know you're lying.
And
it just won't move anywhere.
I got a 1997 Honda Accord with California emission.
Right. It's new. Brand new. So we just actually got back from Ty's birthday dinner. And
where'd you go?
We went to Seasons 52.
Oh, it's a good restaurant.
You know that one?
It is.
They have the best.
It's a chain restaurant. That's a Darden specialty, right?
Is that a company of chain restaurants?
That is
really good.
Are you familiar with the Olive Garden?
Yeah, I don't go there.
And Red Lobster?
This place is really longer. This place is really good, I gotta say. Especially the pork chop or the scallops are two highlights.
It's a good restaurant.
Ty had the scallops and I had the pork chop.
It's their tier above Olive Garden. On the tier.
Only one tier? How many tiers are there?
They're allowed to salt their water at that one.
I can confirm that Seasons 52 is a Darden restaurant.
They don't have pasta there.
As is the Capitol Grill and the Yard House, which are also popular on Long Island.
Correct. Well, they're popular everywhere because everybody doesn't realize they're chains everywhere until they go to a city and go, hey, the Capitol Grill's right next to the Seasons 52, right like it is in Cincinnati. What happened?
I knew they were chains.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good though. Somehow it's really good. And Ty got a new used iPhone because he dropped his iPhone and broke it. So I got him a swap special, as they say. I don't know what, XR or something? I don't know. Something like $250 was where I was willing to go. Whatever.
That's nice. It's still, I think that's what I have, first of all. And
$250?
No, mine was new when I got it.
Oh.
Yeah. You're nicer than me.
XR.
Sabrina's screen is so cracked. It's ridiculous, but I refuse to get her a new one. So
yeah, but Ty's screen is cracked and it was like an iPhone 8. or 7. It's like barely.
Oh, yeah,
it barely
it's so
worked
funny.
when the screen wasn't cracked. So I feel like,
Gotcha.
and he's not like, he never asked for anything. So he's just figures like, oh, I broke it. Like, I'm just gonna live with it. He didn't say like, I broke it, buy me a new one. He was just like, oh, I broke my phone. That's how you get presents. You don't ask for stuff. It works. He got that.
Is that how it works?
I don't know. He got that. He got a Kindle with that's connected to the Japanese Kindle store, so he can get his manga as in Japanese the way he likes it. And an Adventure Zone hoodie, which was maybe his most favorite gift, and a keyboard that lights up.
Oh, that's cool.
He was very excited to do his homework. Do his homework on a keyboard that lights up. Like, all right, maybe just go to bed. Anyway, that was fun.
Yeah.
He's a good kid, I gotta say. He doesn't ask for anything, like, ever.
Not even dinner?
He asked for dinner. He asked for dinner, but he never asks for like he'll ask for a gaming laptop, like, or something, like, once. And I'll be like, yeah, probably not. And that'll be it. Like, he won't bother me about, like, I know when I was that age, like, I'd bother my parents about everything constantly. Like a jet ski. Like, I would see, like, my dad made the mistake of taking me like a jet ski place once. And I'm like, oh, we should get a jet ski. And like, I wouldn't shut up about a jet ski for like 6 months. But like, never get anything like that. But
you never got a jet ski.
I think it's different with girls for sure.
They ask for, well, I mean, I think everybody's different.
She's not a big asker. That she's not. She's not a big ask for things, but it'll also be like, it was like, I think it was this Sunday where my wife was like, Sabrina and I haven't spent time alone together in a while. We're going to the mall on Sunday. And then they come home and there's bags. So it's not so much about asking for things as much as it is, I guess it's like a girl bonding thing. So, or at least a mother-daughter bonding thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So we did have our 700th show and that was something to celebrate. And people wrote in, including Spid, who said, congratulations on 700 episodes.
You're just going right into show feedback, huh?
Yeah, why not?
All right. You put it on here too. I was shocked.
How I be shocked?
Wait, isn't this the normal form? What? This is the normal format. We've done 700 of these.
Yeah, I know, but usually I read the show feedback that I put on.
I didn't know if you were going to get to it or not, so I just did it.
So he just did it. That's fine. It's just go ahead, go please. By all means.
How are you shocked? I mean, I do 98% of the outline. Would you be shocked that I did one day? I did 100%.
It's not that. It was the nonchalant. Just and this guy said this. So I'm like, wait.
I don't know. Why not?
That was the shock.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
so you do you. Go ahead.
Sure. I figured I would, since I've read these already and you probably haven't, I would just read them.
So Spid says, congrats on 700 episodes. The awkwardness of three dads having their kids on while they have a segment called Watch This.
Bitches.
Batches.
Batches. Butches? Watch This Butches. Never fails to be funny.
Yes. That was funny.
It doesn't. Mm-hmm.
That was very funny. And I have a follow-up comment. Somebody wrote in the Apple, we're getting a lot of political blowback continuously, for the last couple of weeks. A lot of negative reviews. People complain that we changed the segment name, that it should still be called Watch This Bitches, despite the fact the reason why we changed it was how awkward it was that our kids, we had to say it in front of our kids. And then we realized, hey, this is, at the very best, it's extremely awkward, and at the worst, it's, it excludes women from listening to our show. So
that was the thing that excluded them.
Well, what do you mean? There's a lot of heart to the show.
Yeah.
I think we have at least 100 women who listen to the show.
200? 200 Wombat?
Two women. Two women. He's holding up signs for our podcast.
Two.
Two. And looking through some of these reviews, some of them, like, I've never written anything this long on the internet. Well, that's not true. Like writing up game posts, deal posts and stuff. But
we understand what you mean, though.
In terms of
angry comments.
Not even an angry comment, even like a positive comment, like a good review for a restaurant or like anything, like any anything that I'm not like being paid to write for, or like if I'm writing an article or something. This is just some user generated content for no reason other on somebody else's website. It's like a full, I crossed it out because I don't want you to be distracted by it, Wombat. But it's this whole long thing complaining about how we saw, I don't know, I didn't read it. I saw how long it was and I said, holy shit, somebody, shout out to Harry, whatever. Harry's got a lot of time to write comments. But the last thing you can read in the comments, he says, I highly suggest Sacred Symbols, which is Colin Campbell? No.
Yeah.
Moriarty?
Moriarty?
Oh, Moriarty. Colin Campbell, somebody else.
I've never heard his name pronounced. I've only
Moriarty, like the
Sherlock Holmes guy,
like the villain from Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes, yeah, like the Hound of the Baskerville
right.
guy.
That was the only part of the review that I read because it caught my eye right at the end, and I just thought that was really funny. Also, fellow Long Islander, Wombat.
Good for him.
Did you know about South Shore Wombat?
That's amazing.
Well, I mean, both of our shows are highly recommended by Apple.
Uh-huh.
That's true. We're in the same
we're in the same little thing.
Patch notes.
Yeah, you know, it's
like a school that offers opposing viewpoints. To
yes.
Like if we have one podcast over here, you have to have another one over here that has opposing viewpoints. That's the rules.
Man, I could never do that. But shout out for people. I mean, I appreciate that you care that much to write something that long. I wish I cared about something. Like, even when the ping pong tables were all fucked up at round 1 in Jericho, you know, the nets were all broken, and I left my review on Google Maps. That wasn't that long. There's a couple of pictures and like 2 sentences. People got to calm down. Anyway, we got some positive reviews also. I don't want to just like stick with the negative ones. Illuminati writes in and says, quite literally the best video game podcast ever. Snarky GPD, lovable Wombat, and Deadpan Shipwreck combine their mighty powers of nerd culture, wit, and humor with genuine insights from their personal lives to make the CAGcast one of the most relatable and enjoyable video game podcasts in all of podcast history.
Talk about sacred symbols. The Illuminati has given us the thumbs up.
And you see how normal it was? It was only like one long sentence. It wasn't 5 paragraphs about how great we were. It was just get in and get out.
I mean,
you know?
We only paid him for 1 paragraph too. So
it's expensive. He's a good writer.
If you go beyond 2 paragraphs, you're really like, I don't know. Your return on investment is not as good. People tend to stop after that first paragraph anyways.
You're so smart. You know where we should spend our money. Anyway, feel free to leave us some positive ones to outset. I asked for negative ones on Twitter and people really took me to heart. So give us some positive ones too, just because, I don't know, Wombat reads them and he likes to feel good about himself.
Give us some neutral ones too.
Right. Can't you just say like, it's just okay?
No, like this is a podcast.
Right. It's fine. It's fine. 3 stars.
This is a podcast that I listen to.
Right. Obviously they're not terribly prepared, but they have like okay chemistry. It's like I've heard the production's pretty good. The microphones are good quality, but sometimes they just like they don't know what they're talking about. Like, fine. 1 paragraph. Anyway, let's do Watch This, boys. I think we can do that because we've been watching stuff. I see things have been added here. I have a very highly recommended series that Shipwreck can ignore because he canceled his Netflix. Big mistake, because this one involves church a lot, and I know that you like church, or at least you go to church.
Does
frequently.
anyone really like church?
I like church.
He likes it.
Church? Okay.
He likes it.
Yeah.
So this is a series called Midnight Mass, and this is brought to you by the guy that did House on Haunted Hill. Wombat, do you know that series? That was a popular series on Netflix. I didn't watch that one, but it's like a horror-ish.
Wait, you mean the House on Haunted Hill was a horror thing?
No. I haven't seen that, but it's that one. I think it may be scarier than this one. This one reminds me of like a Stephen King, like old school Stephen King, but with like really good HDR. We just finished it last night. I don't want to give anything away, but a lot of it takes place in a church, and religion takes as a big part of it. And it was really well done. We did what we call the the Mr. and Mrs. Cheapy binge watch. That's when we watch a series, one episode every night straight through. Not all at once, because that's crazy. We can do one episode a night straight. And that's what we did with this one. When the shows are really high, super high quality, that's what we do. And that's what we did with Midnight Mass. And yeah, so if you like Stephen King, I think this is like a home run. And who doesn't like Stephen King? Check it out. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything. Don't even watch a trailer. Just check it out. Wombat, you should watch it.
Okay, I'll add it to my list.
Do you ever watch any scary things at all?
I mean, occasionally.
What's the last scary thing that you've watched?
That's a good question. What is the last scary thing I've watched?
Did you watch Dr. Sleep?
No, I did not.
I'm surprised because I feel like you're a Shining person.
I like The Shining. Yeah, right. I like The Shining a lot. I know. I did watch the movies that made us and their Halloween episodes. I watched the Halloween episode on the movie Halloween and the Friday the 13th episode, which is also a scary movie. I've seen both of those.
Those are scary.
I have as well.
And that's not recently though.
No, but the movies that made us documentaries on those two movies was very good. And that's also on the Netflix.
Your wife may like this too. I don't know. Does she like scary stuff at all?
No,
it's not really scary. It's not really. It's more like a spooky thriller, I would say.
She's tough. She's tough with those things.
Does she like Stephen King? No. Okay.
No,
if you don't like Stephen King, then forget it. I feel like
she binged the Babysitter's Club like it was a box of popcorn.
That's not Stephen King.
So yeah, that's what she likes. If it's,
you watched that X-Men movie,
I did watch that X-Men movie.
That was kind of horror-ish.
Oh, the New Mutants. Yeah, I guess. And we both watched that, and we both thought it was terrible. So,
yeah.
I mean, maybe Happy Death Day 2. How long ago did that come out?
I don't know. I think that Midnight Mass is probably better than all those. It's really good. If you like Stephen King, you just don't even watch a trailer. Just go right into it, because I feel like the director must really be into Stephen King. It just reminded me of some of the like older.
Did it remind you of Stephen King?
Old stuff. I haven't really read much anything in like the last 20 years or so. But like the era of like Silver Bullet and Dead Zone.
Epstein.
Speaking of Stephen King,
yeah,
there's a Carrie reference in the new Addams Family 2 movie.
A Carrie reference. Okay, what's the reference?
What would you think the Carrie reference?
I assume someone gets a bucket of blood dumped on them would be my guess, but
it's a play on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had Emmeline.
Or do they tease Wednesday when she gets her period in the shower?
I forgot.
We didn't stay for the after the credits scene. I don't know.
It could be in there.
But that's for her birthday party with her friends. We rented out a theater and all watched Addams Family 2.
That's awesome. I want to do that.
Yeah, it was fun.
I was going to do that, but then the movie theater went out of business.
No, what can you do?
I could
rent it. You could really get a good deal then.
How was Snoop Dogg in that?
So have you seen Addams Family 1?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so Addams Family 2 pretty much has all the same jokes from Addams Family 1.
Mm-hmm.
They're just on vacation.
Is Snoop Dogg in the first one?
Yeah. Snoop Dogg's
oh, he was? Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah. And it literally has the same exact jokes. Like
maybe they just reused his lines. Like they just like Snoop Dogg's like, no, man, I can't come in, but you could use what I did last time. And they were like, can we do that? And they're like, right. And that was it.
Sure. Addams Family 2. They can do what they want to do.
Yep. If Snoop Dogg, kooky.
I feel like if Snoop Dogg can DJ a party at E3, he could show up for Addams Family 2. More new Addams Family 2 lines.
I don't know. Clearly he can't.
Speaking of period jokes, we watched Black Widow. We rented came out for free.
I believe that's a period piece.
No. There's a really awkward period joke in that. Like,
yes, there is. It's like a little extended monologue.
Right, they save this dude's life, basically. They bust this dude out of jail, and within 30 seconds, the guy makes a period joke. Like, literally, they're in the plane escaping. Just picked him up, been in a gulag for like 20 years, and he makes a period joke, like, right away. And then it gets, like, deadly serious. She's like...
It gets really dark, yeah.
Right, she's like, oh, I don't have a uterus or any reproductive organs, so I can't have my period. And Yeah, it's like weird. Anyway, that movie was kind of like, it was fine.
It's a Marvel. It's like a Marvel movie that exists. It could have been. Yeah, it's very fillery. It's weird. I like it because
the fighting was good.
Yeah,
good. Like people really got like hurt. I felt like
it's not a bad movie. Look at you, Ship, with your Black Widow box.
It's got her on it too.
It's got some Florence Pugh.
She used the one with the period with no.
Yes.
Oh, she's the
So wait, does that mean that Black Widow has no ovaries and shit?
Yeah, there's a whole. They discussed that in another movie.
Oh,
in Avengers 2: Age of Ultron.
There's a whole ovary discussion in there.
Now who's the monster? She says it to the Hulk. You know.
Oh, she tells him. She says that she has no ovaries, and I'm a monster.
Yeah. Oh. It's when you graduate from the Red Room. They remove, they sterilize you. Yeah, it's like a whole.
Oh, she talks about it in there? I don't even remember.
Yeah, she talks about it in Age of Ultron in Hawkeye's house.
Oh, okay. Well, they certainly talk about it in Black Widow. That's part of you have to you fall asleep. That's when you go to the bathroom.
Hawkeye's house. That.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, whatever happens in Hawkeye's house stays in Hawkeye's house. You go to the bathroom, you get some more popcorn, or whatever you got to do. But yeah, it was fine. I'm glad I didn't pay money for it. I probably should have watched RoboCop instead.
I have it here, but I haven't watched it yet, obviously.
I don't think you're gonna hate it. I just
it wasn't offensive.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
I still have to watch. We're still trying to get through. We haven't even started Loki yet, so
that's a tough one. That's a tough. Loki isn't for everybody. I think I've said that many times. Yeah, Loki isn't. You have to really like. I like everything Marvel to like Loki. I like Loki because I like everything Marvel. I don't make any, claims to the contrary. So
yeah, you have no standard of quality when it comes to Marvel.
Exactly. But so what?
Yeah, give me all of that. Yeah, that is
exactly. I want it. I want more of it. It makes me happy. Everything else in the world sucks. Just give me Loki. Right. But anyway, I watched the Velvet Underground documentary on Apple TV. That was directed by Todd Haynes, if you're familiar with his work.
I love his underwear. Fantastic. So
he is a movie director who tends to make sort of very avant-garde, kind of trippy, artsy movies. So surprisingly, he made a very avant-garde, trippy documentary. It's very good. It doesn't do the thing I hate. It does stick to the timeline. But visually, it's like all over the place. It's crazy. If you're not familiar with the Velvet Underground, Lou Reed was the front man of this band in the 1960s. Andy Warhol very famously produced their first album and designed the album cover, which is the Andy Warhol banana. They had a Swedish model named Nico, who I think she was Swedish.
Nico Treasures, right?
I don't think that was her last name.
Oh. I thought it was. Who's Nico Treasures then?
I don't know.
It was Teen.
Who also sang on their album. Nicotine, yeah. And that first album, though, actually the first album and the third album I think are really good, but that's neither here nor there. It's a very interesting documentary about some very interesting people and a very interesting.
Were there any drugs involved?
There is. It's crazy.
Oh, by the way, Nico Treasures is a porn star. She was in Size Matters 2 and Blowjob Adventures of Dr. Fellatio 6.
Well,
which one was 6?
I don't know, but it came out in 1998, so she's been around for a while.
And Nico is German. She is not Swedish. I was wrong. But anyway, I know. What can you do? Send me your nasty letters. Yeah, very good documentary. I highly recommend it.
What service is that on?
Apple.
I have that.
Yeah, it's on the Apple. It's in 4K, so it's got that going for it. And if you like weird, artsy documentaries, then this is going to be right up. Yeah, then this will be right up your alley.
What's their big song?
Heroin, Femme Fatale.
It's a bunch of stuff that you've heard, but you wouldn't recognize from the titles.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
What else have we been watching, boys? Not bitches.
What else I think that's it for me. We talked about the movies that made us already.
Nice. Are you guys excited for Rob Zombie's The Munsters? Did you watch the Munsters? The original Munsters?
Yeah, of course.
How could you not watch the original
Yeah.
Monsters?
I remember being a very small child, and when the show came on, we had like a little TV in the black and white TV in the kitchen, and I got my parents like the tongs, like the cooking tongs, and I would play along with the theme song. You know, I was a very little boy, and I would clap it out. And so they released pictures of the new cast. It looks really good.
So is this a humorous?
That's the thing that I don't know either, because Rob Zombie isn't really known for his comedy, but he is known for his super gory horror movie.
They haven't said. All we know is that he's a massive Munsters fan.
He's a fan of all of that. That's his whole brand, right? Like,
right. He looks like Herman Munster.
Right. So,
not really.
All right. I mean, if it's, I guess it seems like it needs to be for children.
Does it? I don't know.
Kinda.
We'll see.
I mean,
really weird.
The thing that the comparison I've seen a lot lately is, hey, Robert Rodriguez did make the Spy Kids movies, and he does make a lot of not Spy Kids movies.
Yeah, so, at least this is like maybe PG-13 is where you want the monsters to live, but I don't really know that R-rated monsters is what you.
Yeah, I don't want
what we're looking for.
I mean, again, it could, unless it's like the most amazing thing ever. I don't think I want an R-rated monsters. I'll say it that way, just in case, because if an R-rated monsters comes out and I'm like, 2 years from now, going like, I saw the R-rated monsters and it's the best thing I've ever seen. Some asshole's gonna play this clip and said, you said you wouldn't like it. So I'm gonna go, I don't think I would like an R-rated monsters.
If Lily's naked, you're gonna like it. Come on. Like like a nice sex scene with Herman and Lily. You don't want to see Herman pipe up?
I'm no interest in watching people have sex. I'm dead inside.
Oh, okay. we differ in that regard.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Mel Gibson is going to be in a John Wick prequel?
Yes.
How is he?
Did you hear that nobody's going to watch the John Wick prequel?
I know. It's whatever. He's
how?
It's such a weird, like, I don't know. Like,
there's so many actors.
Everything he's been in has bombed. Like, and I don't know that it's even because of his political stances on things. I just think everybody
hating Jews isn't a political stance.
Well, sure.
It never got to that.
Like,
I've heard those tapes because Howard Stern would play them every day. So like almost to I know like by heart like all the things that he said, and they were all like horrible. Like he hoped his wife gets raped by a pack of N-words, and that he's gonna bury her. He's gonna put her in the rose garden, and she should shut up and blow him. It was pretty bad, and all the Jew stuff, of course, on top of that. But it's like, really, they can't make movies without this guy. Like, so many actors out there.
Yeah, it's an odd casting for something that I don't know. Like, John Wick has popularity around it. I don't know why you go get an old, washed up actor, anyways, like of any kind, like even without all this baggage around him.
Right, they could do better.
Right, you could do better with this.
I mean, it's a Stars only TV show, so whatever.
Oh.
They also made the Alfred TV show, so whatever.
How did that do?
I've never seen an episode of the Alfred TV show.
The Batman Alfred.
Yes.
Okay.
Batman's Butler, the TV show.
Got a TV show.
The thing they made a joke about in the Teen Titans Go movie, Alfred getting his own movie, actually did happen after the Teen Titans Go movie came out.
Crazy.
Yep.
Did you watch the Batman trailer, the new Batman trailer?
I did watch the new Batman trailer. I like it.
I didn't watch it.
I'm on board.
I watched the Ted Lasso version of the Batman trailer.
Yeah, that was funny too. That was really funny too. That was awesome. But the Batman trailer, it looks,
no
I mean,
spoilers.
again, it's hard to say because who knows? The movie's not out yet. But it actually looks like it sort of leans a little bit towards we're aware that this is ridiculous. Like it still has the dark to it.
Talk like this.
Gritty and dark.
What's his voice sound like this time?
It's like gritty in a way where they're also acknowledging the fact that, oh, wait a minute, this is ridiculous.
Does the car have cannons on it?
No, it doesn't. But again, there's a little bit of like the Penguin and even Batman's actions. There's a little bit of like.
Penguin's in it. You spoiled it. I said no spoilers.
Sorry, I thought you knew that.
I don't know anything. Look at me.
There's a little bit of camp in there. Like I feel like they're sort of winking to the audience, going, "We know this is still a Batman movie." So I hope that that it's not just something in the trailer. Like right. I would very much like this movie to be like, oh, by the way, this is sort of
so
crazy.
Is this related to the DCU, or is this are they rebooting? Is this New 52 now, or what's happening here?
Every movie is its own thing. It's like David S. Pumpkins.
That's DC's design strategy. DC's going up and down the elevator here.
So it's cheaper that way. They've been burned before. You commit to like the big universe, it can get expensive. If the first movie tanks, you're fucked. Yeah. And it seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And the Aquaman, he's part of it.
Why not? People made money, I think.
It was a David S. Pumpkins joke. Never mind.
Oh no! But is Aquaman in this one?
Aquaman's in David S. Pumpkins. I'm so confused right now. Anyway, let's get some have some feedback.
Skeletons are part of it.
Yeah, got it. Ooh Gravy Ooh writes in and says, if you haven't watched yet, check out The Foundation on Apple TV. Absolutely gorgeous cinematography, intriguing story, and underrated actor Lee Pace. Excellent sci-fi. Don't miss out. I've been meaning to check that out. It looks
very watchable.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be pretty at least.
Mm-hmm.
And at Blooded Fury writes in, anyone playing or watching Demon Slayer? Also, shout out for me, Blooded Fury, please. I just wanted to shout out Blooded Fury because he always cracks me up on Twitter with his like random ass tweets and tagging us alongside internet celebrities and embarrassing us at the same time. I think Ty is all up to date on Demon Slayer. I think I don't know that he's watched the movie, but he's possible. But he's definitely into that shit. Wombat, how about some words from our sponsors?
Sure. Let's talk about our friends at Feels. CBD isn't about what you feel. It's about what you don't feel. Stress, anxiety, and pain. For me, it's always sleeplessness. I have so much trouble falling asleep at night. But Feels is a better way to feel better. Feels is a premium CBD that will help you keep your head clear and feel your best. It's hassle-free and delivered directly to your door. CBD naturally helps you reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. There's no hangover or addiction. Whenever I take Feels, Cheapy's taking some right now, it really does. It just calms down my stress levels and helps me relax and get a good night's sleep.
And when I take it calms Wombat down too.
Yes. You just place a few drops of Feels under your tongue and feel the difference within minutes. The thing to remember about CBD is that finding your right dose is important, and everyone's dose is different. In fact, Feels offers a free CBD hotline to help guide your personal experience so that you find your perfect dose. Feels customer service team is dedicated to making sure you get the best use of your CBD. Joining Feels monthly membership makes your self-care easy. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel anytime. Start feeling better with Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/CAGcast, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's feels.com/CAGcast, FEALS.com/CAGcast to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feels.com/CAGcast. All right. And we also have a word from our good friends at HelloFresh with what is HelloFresh? I know Shipwreck was wondering.
What is it? I've never heard of this before. What is it?
You've only been a subscriber for about 4 years.
700 episodes.
Yeah. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Fall Fall can be hectic, but HelloFresh's recipes save you time you'd otherwise spend on meal prepping, groceries, shopping, and chopping. So you can focus on getting back into a new routine and spending quality time with the family. HelloFresh offers 50 menu and market items to choose from every week, including vegetarian, calorie smart, and gourmet options, providing plenty of variety. Ingredients travel from the farm to your door within a week, so you'll get the convenience without skimping on the quality. HelloFresh offers flexibility. You need to easily customize your order on the app within minutes. Easily change your delivery day, food preferences, and plan size, or skip a week whenever you need. I have been a subscriber to HelloFresh for years. Actually, the most recent change with us with HelloFresh is now my son eats it with us. It's really great because he's been eating, vegetables on a regular basis, which is such a wonderful change of pace from before. Tonight I had the grilled shrimp over salad with candied peanuts, and it was a 25-minute to make meal, and it was delicious. So, I mean, it was filling. It was a salad and it was filling. So I can't, praise HelloFresh enough. Go to HelloFresh.com/CAGcast14 and use code CAGcast14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/CAGcast14 and use code CAGcast14 for up to free meals, including free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
That was perfect timing.
Yeah.
They're probably going to use that.
I hope so.
On like their radio ads.
Mm-hmm.
I stretched it out during those ads. It felt good.
Good.
I'm really limber now. Let's go right into new releases because there's some new releases.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. What are they?
I played.
What did you play?
NHL 22.
Oh,
really?
They made an NHL game this week.
Yes, it's included in Game Pass.
How is it? How's the skateboarding?
There's no skateboarding in this game. The NHL budget is not that big for these games.
Is Jake in there?
No, Jake couldn't give two shits about the NHL. He's busy. They don't have any budget for that. They got like what do they got?
They get the farmer's guy? Who'd they get?
Nah, they don't get any of that. They don't have any of that shit. They got the cards, you can unlock, you can open up cards. No, they don't have any name brand personalities. They don't have anything like that. But they have virtual cards and virtual currency. You like that? This year, the big deal is that it's using the Frostbite engine, which is like the
you get good headshots.
the players look better and the ice looks better, but it doesn't look that much better. It's still not on the same level as like NBA or the big ballers. So it's not going to blow you away if you played the last one, even if you have an Xbox Series X.
I played I think NHL 97.
It's going to blow you away if you haven't seen one since. It looks pretty good, but it looks a lot
was
like
not bad.
Yeah, but now, they got, what they still don't have though? They used to let you put any song you wanted in the game. You could stream it right off your computer. It would use like the network, and you could have total custom like music play in between.
That stuff just went away. Like that was a feature. Yeah, and then everybody went, oh, I guess I could just turn down the TV and turn on music.
No, you can't, because what it would do is
I can.
No, but it's not the same fucking thing. In this one, it would play certain songs like in certain arenas. You could really customize it. It would only play the music, when play in between the play, when in between whistle blows. And it would add echo to the song. Like it really was, it made the game like so much better. Like you would hear Final Countdown, anything you put in there like that, and you could download like pre-made packs that people would put together. It was great.
I think they figured out that it wasn't worth that.
I think it was probably easy for them to do. I think they figured out it wasn't worth being potentially sued over by some big company. But it really made the game a lot better, I gotta say. As somebody who's watched a lot of hockey games in person and on television, it really made it seem more realistic. Anyway, whatever.
So are you playing as the Kraken? Have you tried them out yet?
No, I'm playing I'm doing the Hockey Ultimate Team mode with
all Kraken
currency.
Players.
No,
all Krakens.
Flyer jerseys. I don't know. It's hard to get too excited about. But if you have Game Pass, you have that EA thing, and you get 10 hours for free. That's what I got.
I did play. I remember we played like one game
And you beat me,
like
right?
5 years ago. Yeah, and I beat you.
I don't think that would happen anymore again.
I
You didn't think it was going to happen then either. But
that reminds me, I need to get my 10 hours out of Madden.
Hold on. Hold that thought.
Are we going to play a game of NHL?
Let's play a game online since you have it, and we can do it for charity. And the loser pays for
you
the
still
other person's
skate down
charity.
the side and then pass it in the middle and slap shot.
Yes,
that's the basics.
Yeah. You can there's even a mode where you can play, and it just uses like the NHL '97 controls, like only 3 buttons.
I'll play as the Kraken.
Will you allow Shipwreck to build his ultimate team a little bit?
He's not doing that.
I'm
lucky if I can get him even to play 1 match against me. So
I don't know who these guys are.
Neither do I.
My ultimate team of, I don't know, like Jaromir Jagr in there.
Yeah, they are. They do have like older players. So
I'm sure that's
now. If you do play as the Kraken, then your player that you create needs to be named Phil McCracken.
Sure.
Otherwise, forget it.
Right. I will. Yes, I would like to play Shipwreck and have him beat me. It would be great. I mean, I don't play that much. But yet I would feel pretty bad. I played enough that I would feel pretty bad if I lost.
I'd feel bad too. I'll...
No. You got to try your hardest. It would be fun. Let's make that happen. All right. What else we have in new releases? I see there's a new Jackbox Party Pack.
I was just about to bring that up because I have that.
Oh, how is it?
Really?
I have that. It's great. My daughter has already had two Jackbox events at my house.
Oh, I thought
there was
going to be some kind of like victory royale you were announcing there or something.
No, she has like her friends come over and she kicks us out of the living room and they play Jackbox, and all I hear is the uproarious laughter for 2.5 hours. So I can tell you this much: it's very good in that regard. I have played it. We did play it as a family. I think for my money, I think Job is the winner out of Jackbox Party 8. That's where
Jackbox and Job
Job is named one of the games. It's a funny game. You're putting words in the thing, and then people are taking your words and making them into something funny. That's you play Jackbox games. There's fun. Also the Wheel of Enormous Proportions, which is like a trivia based one. The Pole Mine, which is like a combination of a trivia based one and using words and making funny things. There's a new Drawful, and there's another one that we actually haven't played yet called Weapons Drawn, which I think is a werewolf style game, or Among Us if you're under a certain age.
Nice.
So
cool. I like Jackbox.
Yeah, they're great. They're always great. I think the production value in these games is really what makes it special and fun.
Nice.
So
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
Anything else for new releases? What else?
Do we want to talk about Bloodsucker Anti-Terror Squad?
If you played it, we can
go for it. Yeah,
I played a little bit of that on my Switch. That game was made by a longtime show listener. I don't know if he wants us to give out his full name, but he's a nice guy, and he sent us all codes for that. I played a little bit. It's a 8-bit side-scrolling sort of throwback game, but you play as a vampire who's also a soldier, stopping terrorism. It's cute. It's got some really cool moves. I like when you jump up and you see the rushes of blood because you're a vampire. It's cool. It's fun. I recommend it. It's $10. It's on the Switch and it's also on PC.
Cool. What's it called? Bats?
Bloodsucker Anti-Terror Squad.
Check
it out.
I get it. Is that it? It can be it. It's fine.
I'm quickly reading through the 74 releases on Switch.
No pressure whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it.
Okay. In that case, at Notorious Will G writes in and asks, can we bring back the hype wagon for holiday 2021? And I say, yes, we can. We can do it right now. Because there's not that many games coming out, really.
I mean, there's Forza and Halo, which are on the Game Pass.
Halo's my number one, I would say, and Forza's probably number 2.
Yeah,
is that reasonable?
Again, sure, and those are on the Game Pass, so you don't even have to do anything.
Right, they're just gonna be there.
They're just gonna be there.
You got Guardians of the Galaxy next week.
Is that next week? I thought it was even this week. That's Friday.
26.
It's next week.
26 is the.
I know because I have a Best Buy promo for that, so I know for sure it's 26.
Cool. Yeah, I tried to reach out to them and they won't respond to me.
To the people at Guardians of the Galaxy.
Were you just trying to say hi? They wouldn't take it back.
I was like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, no, they like forget you.
Don't even talk to me.
They don't like what I had to say about Balan Wonderland.
Okay, I'm giving you some of the other heavy hitters.
I said good things about Balan Wonderland.
No, you didn't.
Sure I did. I like that game. That's a very shipwreck game.
Sure it is.
I'm going to tell you the other big games, and you can tell me if you're excited.
I was going to say,
all right,
there is a big one coming out tomorrow.
What's that?
Resident Evil 4 on the Oculus.
Oh, okay. Somebody wrote in and asked if you were going to be checking that out.
I want it. I'd love it if there was a demo, but
how much is it?
There is a demo on every other console ever.
I don't know. That's the problem. Like I went to look this morning. It doesn't say how much it is. And if it's more than $25, I'm probably out.
Oh, it is. It'll be at least 30. But I'm almost positive that Oculus has a good refund policy that you could just return it if you've played less than a certain amount of time. Because it's VR, I think that would make sense that they have something like that. So I'm sure you can make your own demo. But you should Google it first.
I'll think about it.
Actually, sure.
Like I said, it comes out tomorrow.
I'm a TBD sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oculus return policy games.
I'm not usually I love Resident Evil 4, but that game is also really long. I don't know if I want to play a game that long in VR. Like
30 minutes you got, buddy. You check that shit out. You got 29 minutes to see if you like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm so torn. Like, oh, I love this game, but do I really love it with a headset on for 40 hours?
That's a lot.
It's a lot. I don't know.
You may need to experience it though, just for science.
Yeah, we'll see.
I find I buy a lot of VR games just for science.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can I fly this plane without vomiting? Let's see how that works. Will I punch this wall while playing this or not? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe you can get a review copy. Who's publishing that?
Capcom. I believe it's Capcom.
We don't know anybody on that.
Mm-mm.
All right, too bad. All right, so what are your biggest games? Halo? Is it Halo for everybody?
Yeah, Midnight Suns doesn't come out until February. So,
it's Halo.
Yeah.
The answer is Halo. We like
Can
Halo.
February be a holiday?
I'm looking to see. Is there no PlayStation game?
Right.
Is there not a big PlayStation game that I'm supposed to just show up and buy?
Nope. That's
Nothing.
an issue. That is an issue.
Really?
I mean, you have Battlefield. Battlefield is coming out.
Well, the Last of Clank, I believe, is coming out.
The Last of Clank?
Mm-hmm. Is that a PlayStation exclusive?
I don't think so.
That's not a real game?
Nope. You got you've got no.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot here on this list from that we're reading off a Game Informer.
Everything's February. Everything got pushed to February.
Well, that's when my birthday is, so
happy birthday. You'll enjoy a lot of games fighting for your birthday dollars.
Yeah, so it's Halo, it's Forza, and it's a default
and it's
Guardians.
Halo. It's Halo, Forza, and Halo. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not even that sold on Guardians has.
I want to play Guardians like crazy because I'm just curious.
Yeah,
like I
don't want to play. I don't want to
spend.
Do you want to spend full price on the Guardians game? Then?
Sure, why not?
Wait, Guardians like the last Halo game? What are you talking
about? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I have a feeling. Yeah, I don't know about that game.
Yeah,
but we're gonna find out real soon.
That's correct.
We're gonna find out real soon.
I mean, right now, like there's a Walmart right by my house, right? So I go and every game is $10 off, like when they come out. So it's like, all right, I'll check this out.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh,
does our Walmart do that? I don't know.
I was gonna say I don't think so.
Yeah, they do.
Every game is $10 off.
Just about every new release is $10 off.
I had no idea that was the thing.
Yeah.
How do I not know that?
I don't know.
And I just went to Walmart last week.
Yeah, if you look,
I was there on Sunday.
They eventually, I think, go back up to full price. But and they're bad about putting them out on release date. Like usually have to go find somebody. But like for a month or so, they're like $10 cheaper than everywhere else. Like I picked up Metroid Dread for
$49.99.
Yeah, $50 instead of $60.
Right.
I did the same thing with Deathloop. Deathloop was, I don't know, whatever it was supposed to be, it was cheaper.
You even play
I got
that?
a self-inflating air mattress at Walmart on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nice whiff of Subway sandwiches, and then I walked out shortly after. After I was just like, why am I even in here?
Because you needed a self-inflating mattress?
I was just killing time while Mrs. Chibi shopped at Nordstrom Rack City.
I have played
Rack.
some Deathloop.
Okay, you did play it. Okay, I just checked.
Yeah, do you want to hear about Deathloop?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Okay, we'll move into GBD's Wombat's Fortnightly News and talk about what we're playing.
Sure. So Deathloop, I'm only a few hours into it. But if you liked the Dishonored games,
Yeah.
but wanted a more structured kind of experience with better storytelling,
Yeah.
right? Like both of you will really like this game.
I look forward to it being on Game Pass in 2023.
Sure, you should, because I've hit some glitches in this thing, right? Like I think that's why I honestly like put it down for a little while, because I'm like, I'm going to come back to this once they get this right, because it was going like, I'm playing on PS5. Is it a PS5 exclusive? Is it a PS4 version? Okay,
PS5,
so PS5
and PC.
Okay. And it was dropping frames pretty substantially in some areas. Like it was getting down to probably 15 to 20 frames per second in some areas. And I'm not like a big guy that's like everything's got to be great and 60 frames per second. But when it gets down to like where you're trying to aim a gun and things are just like bouncing all over the screen, it's like
no fun.
That's not fun.
Not on your fucking gigantic console, which you feel like should be able to play a game and also like power your house at the same time.
Right. And this is like a big, like there's not that much out for it, right? So this is like a big like, oh, I'm gonna pick up Deathloop because I have a PS5 and it was $10 off and it looks kind of fun.
Meanwhile, Wombat joked and said like he'll play it on Game Pass in 2023, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was on Game Pass next year. Don't you think that's like a big, like it's a big, that could be like a big story. Like, hey, remember that big PlayStation exclusive? Oh, well now Game Pass people don't even
I'm
have to pay
guess
for
they have a year exclusivity, so it'll be late next year.
Yeah.
Could be my guess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
It's close.
I think it would be really like, and it's also like, it's also like rubbing Sony's face in it a little bit. It's like, oh, here's your big hot shit. Like for our people, it's free. Anyway, yeah, I would check that out. I've been playing a lot of Far Cry 6, and I know that Wombat
how far along are you? And I'll tell you how far I am in the game.
How can I judge how far I am? Like,
have you complete? There's the 3 main storylines.
No. I haven't. I haven't completed anything.
Okay, I've completed 2 of the 3 storylines.
Okay, no, I haven't done that.
Okay,
I gotta say, like, the game is gorgeous to look at. Like flying the helicopter
that's
around.
What I said. It's like the scenery is so good in this game.
The lighting, like the sunset, the sunrise, like it's just gorgeous. You just want to fly around in the helicopter and just use the free look and check everything out. But the game is very much a Far Cry game in that it is really just like a good looking sandbox with a story that there's so much shit to do. Like Wombat was talking about like 2 weeks ago, that there's no way like you're watching all those cutscenes. You're never going to finish this fucking game if you start watching all these cutscenes.
Here's my advice. Pick one thing, one faction, and just do their storyline. Don't get caught up too much in the accoutrement that goes around it. The only things that I would recommend doing outside of the storylines, if you come across them, is clear out the checkpoints and the anti-aircraft things.
That's what I do.
Because that helps you move around the map.
Yeah.
And if you find the pink diamonds, those areas, find the treasure because you'll get a good weapon.
Good guns.
Yeah.
It's just
But other than those 3 things, just stick to the main story.
Yeah.
And you'll be fine.
They try to put it's the same thing with every Far Cry game. They try to put in like this serious story, but like the sandbox itself is silly. Like
Oh, everything. Yeah, the story. The story is tonal. Is a big tonal shift from everything you're doing in the game. I have a.
But it's always like that. Every Far Cry is like that, right? Like, I mean,
yeah.
the last couple of years at least, like there's always some serious like dictator or some horrible person like killing everybody,
and
then there's
five was the most tongue in cheek. Maybe 5.
But even that was pretty serious. It just
5 was pretty serious. That's the one with they started off
the
in the
drugs,
church, right?
and
that was pretty serious. They're all really serious. They just like the silliness comes from like you're fighting and then like a tiger comes out of somewhere and flips a car over. Or
I like Blood Dragon.
Right,
Blood Dragon
that's
was good.
Straight up silly.
That's the one I liked.
My other recommendation,
the right length
yes,
as well.
With Far Cry in the new one is either find or buy a bow and arrow, and then craft explosive arrows.
Okay.
And then shoot things with explosive
like
arrows.
Tanks.
Yeah.
I bought the firecracker gun. You know that one?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It shoots out fireworks and then they somehow blow up tanks. It works.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. Anyway,
I had the sticky bomb one. It's also pretty good.
You can't say you're not getting a lot for your money here. There's like so much shit to do. Like if you want to go fishing and all that shit, like it's all in there. But it's almost, it is overwhelming. You're like, what am I supposed to be like upgrading this weapon or looking for a new weapon and also there's way too many like components to pick up, like crafting components, where it actually takes you out of the game because like you're in this big firefight, you're trying to take over this checkpoint. But you're like, oh, there's that scrap metal over there. I guess I got to go over there and hold down X for 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds.
It would be nice if they streamlined. I agree. I think they needed to streamline a lot of the building, crafting, making, moving nonsense.
Do you think like if they just made it so like you didn't have to pick that stuff up like with a button, like you just walk over it?
Over it and grab it? Yeah, that would probably be
like, why are you doing this to my thumb? I
guarantee you. There's probably a pair of shoes in the game that does that.
Okay, that would be great because I just feel like I'm wasting thumb press. Like I only got so many thumb presses left, and to pick up all the scrap metal and stuff, like I'm just.
Did you say pair of shoes to pick up?
Yeah,
stuff?
There's gear. There's gear.
Clothing,
but
and the
shoes are what they attach to like pick up things.
I just assume it could be gloves.
Check out Wombat's shoes.
Could be. I have the gloves that allow me to not get caught on fire.
Yeah,
and a face. And a face mask
and
a face mask that lets me stab people from the front. So
that's cool.
That is a cool one. That's like the best thing. I do not take that off.
There was something preventing you from stabbing people.
If you don't have that on and you try to stab someone from the front,
you just slash them. You just or you just slash, right? If you have a chance.
It just doesn't. You
can't kill them from the front.
Now, when I go to someone from the front and I hit the used machete, they go, huh? And then I grab them and I and it's gross.
Yeah.
And everybody loves gross. I've spoken to all 3 faction leaders. I've unlocked every one of the things, all the buildings, all 6 buildings are now unlocked for me.
Mm-hmm.
So you could say that maybe I'm a little far into the game.
Yeah.
I had a kind of like a day to myself on Saturday. So
you played 23 hours?
I played way too much Far Cry.
There's so much there that you feel like you're never going to get through it unless you get back to it. Like it seems like there's a lot. Anyway, so I guess that's a compliment. It's certainly fun. But I feel like they're sort of on cruise control at this point with the game, and maybe it's time to reboot Far Cry. I don't know. I know that's not good for business, really, but it's just like, all right, we get it. Anyway,
I think they need to figure out what the strengths are and maybe make it it needs to. If it was tighter, it'd be better.
Yes.
They think more is better, and they're wrong.
Yeah, less could have been more a little bit, but it's still worth checking out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some news here. The big news that I at least was the most interested in was the spin-off forum of NeoGAF, Resetera, or Reset Era, I guess is how you say it, was bought by a Swedish company for $4.5 million, just like 4 or 5 years after this whole thing went down. Do you remember like the guy who ran NeoGAF was accused of like sexually assaulting a woman at E3 in a shower. And then a lot of the users were like, we're out of here. And somebody quickly set up another website. And then 5 years later, the guy sold it for $4.5 million. And I've been reading through the comments on Resetera just to see like what people have to say. And like the big standout was like people were upset because part of the PR announcement for this, they talk about how much money the website was making every year. And people were like, why was I paying for their subscription service, when they were already making so much money? So much money was coming in. Like, do they really need to take money from the users at that point? And people were just sort of like felt bad. Some people felt bad. Some people didn't care. And other people felt bad that the moderators, like the moderation job on that site is like a very demanding job. Like, it's not like it was never, even when Cheap Ass Gamer was at its, the forum was at its heyday, it was never as demanding as a site like that because people are always posting fucking goofy shit and they have a very strict moderation policy. So those moderators are really busy and they were not financially compensated before or after the deal. And in fact, the guy said, like in the PR announcement, the guy was like, yeah, we've left the moderators on their own to work out something with the company, after the fact. Anyway, it's a great deal for the guy, the owner of the forum. It's like an all cash deal. He gets the full payout this year in cash, and it was like 6 or 7 times earnings, which I think for a forum is like really great. So yeah, I'd say good for him, but kind of like a dick move taking the money from the community and pretending like, hey, you're helping, what was the Calico Cut Pants Wombat? Rick is barely keeping this thing afloat. No, the money doesn't go to that. He knows Mike the Rock Johnson from school. They lost their virginity at the same party together. Anyway, it's a good story, especially for someone like me who's been following stuff like this for a long time. Good luck, guy.
Hey, what interest do you have in this kind of thing?
I would like that. An offer like that. That's a great offer. But I'm not expecting anything like that. But hey, Sweden. I can learn Swedish. Hit me up. Hey, Roring, you caught in Tofen, dos penis. You know what that is in Swedish, Mohammed?
That's Spies Like Us, isn't it?
No, close.
Oh.
You can there.
It's not?
The translation is, what are 2 Swedish scientists doing so far from Sweden?
I thought that was Spies Like Us.
No, hey baby, I got a 10-inch penis.
Yeah,
It's a Splash.
Oh, Splash. Thank you.
I don't have that down right, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, also there's a lot of NFTs in the news recently. Mainly that Steam has said they will not have any games with NFTs allowed on the store.
Sure.
Epic Game Store says, hey, bring those NFT games on over. We got plenty of room right here. And
whatever.
Dead by Daylight, that game, they announced that they've got a Hellraiser expansion, I think, coming out for the game. And they've announced a NFT collaboration with some other company. And if you buy one of the NFTs, you have a chance at winning the DLC for the game. And people are just like really turned off by it. And they had to come out and like really do like a whole PR thing saying, no. We're not selling the NFTs. It's another company. We're just like telling you about it and partnered with them. And also the NFTs are not in the game. They can just help you win part of the game. If you win and buy it.
Cool. Whatever.
Right. Great idea.
I'm done.
Great.
You lost me like 5 minutes ago. So
5 minutes ago? What happened 5 minutes ago?
I don't know. That's when I stopped listening to you.
Oh, not nice.
You set a timer.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, put something else on here that you'd like to talk about more than that, and we could talk about that.
Fort Nightmares is what I'd rather talk about.
It's not. I don't see that on here at all.
I don't see that on here. I
didn't add it. I didn't add it, and we're like, oh, I guess we're not talking about
Fort Nightmares. We're not talking about Fortnite now.
We can talk about the new Microsoft Mini fridge that's coming out this fall that already sold out the pre-orders on Target.
I was saying, why are we talking about it? We can't get one unless one of you guys got one.
Everyone's going to be able to get one in December. That's the word on the street.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. They say, but you think those are lies? Because we can't get anything?
No, I think they'll have some, but they'll immediately probably sell out in store as well.
Oh,
I'll tell you this. If I am in my Target and they
Yes.
have an Xbox mini fridge,
yes.
I will buy one.
I will do that. I will also buy one. I will try to buy one online even.
Yes.
I'm good.
I like a little mini fridge down here. I can have it right
I
here.
don't have any. Yeah, go for it.
I will.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing and you shouldn't buy it. I'm just saying that I'm not all that interested in it.
Okay. You probably have another fridge down there.
I do.
See, I don't. I have no fridge down here with me. I'm all fridgeless.
I can put it right next to my desk right here.
Right.
Where I work all day.
Yes.
And I can keep.
And then you wouldn't have to walk the 15 steps back to your kitchen.
Exactly. And I could never move.
But you might drink so much water, it might make up for the fact that you
cans of water,
bottles of water. You can't put bottles in there.
I don't know. It holds 12 cans.
Oh, is that what they say? Not 12 bottles?
I could put seltzer in there. That's
it'll
good.
hold like 6 bottles then, probably.
Is it deep enough to hold 6 bottles?
How deep is your love?
I just want this fridge. I guess I don't want it if I can't put my water bottles in it.
I don't know that much. I know.
I'm sure you could put water bottles in it. Stop fretting.
Don't fret.
The little ones. Definitely the little ones.
Yeah, those little jugs of water.
I don't want that. I'm not interested.
Yeah, the little Huggies.
Yeah.
That's not going to keep them.
We could get a box of Hugs. They sell those at Walmart. I know because I saw them and I was like, do people still buy these? I guess so.
It's not keeping the kidney stones away.
No.
Now I drink an entire bottle of water while I'm doing the Orange Theory class. I try to drink one before I go. I drink one while I'm doing the class. And now I have to, sometimes in the middle of class, I have to go pee, which is like, I feel really old. But
there's a reason why you feel old.
I know, but I look great though.
You do.
I looked in the mirror when I was taking a shower the other day and I said, I almost have a good body with the right lighting and with the backlighting and mostly darkness and the right angle. I almost have a good body.
I don't.
Almost. Well, everybody almost has a good body. You're only like 50,000 sit-ups away from a good body.
50,000 sit-ups away. This is the title of my autobiography.
Artie Lang used to say that all the time. Let's move on to Sony. I think we should talk about Sony. Let's see. So PlayStation 5 has taken the Switch off of the number one spot as the highest selling console of the past 3 years. Something like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I mean, a little bit of that certainly is Switch saturation.
I'm also surprised there are that many PS5s to sell, to be honest.
What do you mean by Switch saturation?
Just that everybody has Switches, multiple Switches at this point. And I think a little bit of it could have been a downturn in their sales strictly because people were waiting for the OLED model.
Makes
as
sense.
Well, right?
Definitely.
Like I would have bought one in that time period had I not known that the OLED was coming. I think it's really hard to judge how many PlayStation 5s there are because they sell out immediately, right? So you can't judge.
You never see them on a shelf.
Yeah, you never see them. Like you just know, like anytime they come up, and they've been coming up a lot, right? Like it's like daily. Like here's your daily place to find PlayStation 5.
Yes and no. There's always like some string attached though. You got to buy a bundle.
Yeah, there's always a string.
You gotta be the Best Buy is making you.
You gotta be a pro member. You gotta be a tech team.
$200 for that
server.
$200. I looked it up to see what you get. Not much. You get a chance to buy a PS5. Crazy.
And I mean, honestly, other than Deathloop, I hadn't played my PlayStation 5 for a while, right? Like I don't know. There's not a lot.
I am not actively seeking out a PS5 to buy. I never have. And I don't think Wombat is either. And by that, I mean listening.
It's interesting. So is that global? Is that article global or is that North America? What are we talking about?
I have no idea.
Nintendo.
We are talking about NPD. We saw in New York.
Okay.
I mean, America.
So America. So
speaking of NPD, they were just sold also.
So that would mean like basically the PlayStation's making more consoles than Xbox is because both of them are immediately sold out when they come up.
Yes, you would think that makes sense.
So that's what that means right now. So we have no idea what the demand is for either one of these consoles. It's just more than what's being produced.
I was gonna say the demand is the demand is more than what's being produced. I do think there's probably more of a my gut tells me there's more of a demand for PlayStation 5 than there is Xbox, but I think that I don't think it's enough where it matters. So whatever.
It's an interesting thing because Xbox is gonna start like gaining the lead in games, but they don't have enough systems to sell along with those games.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, by the time PlayStation has systems to sell, they're gonna have games. Right? Like they're gonna come in all of their God of Wars and Horizons and all of that stuff will be out, and then it'll be like, oh, and you can buy a PlayStation 5 now.
I think that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Tim writes in and he says, God of War was just announced for PC coming out in January. What other PlayStation games would you like to see get the PC treatment?
All of them.
Why not?
Oh, why not?
Yeah. I don't know.
Siphon filter.
I don't know if that's going to hold up. They have to remake it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just make a new game.
Nope. Siphon filter remastered.
Just call it Siphon Filter and make a new game.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Have you been following the D-brand story? Because, everybody agrees that the PlayStation 5 is pretty ugly. This company decided to make plates for it that are black, so the thing doesn't look like an office appliance. And they basically threatened Sony to sue them, and Sony's like, "Hey, we're going to sue you. That's a good idea. We probably will sue you." And then they changed the design. Now they're like, "Oops!" And then they changed the design just to look less like the original Sony plates. Still black. They're all black, so that makes the system look all black. I think it looks better. I think it still looks, even the new design looks better than...
It does not look bad now because it also is more symmetrical along the top as well, right? Like the PlayStation 5 has the crazy fins that come off both sides, stick out. And this looks like it's like follows the contour of the body of the PlayStation 5.
It looks more also like a computer. Or a video game playing machine, like form follows function. Like it looks like what it is, unlike the PlayStation, which looks like a router or an air filter or a different device.
All right.
The thing I enjoy about my PlayStation is, and the Xbox for this matter, I can never figure out which way I'm supposed to put a disc in. Every time.
Oh, it's real easy on the Xbox. It's real easy because they put it far over, like it's all the way to the left. And you want to make sure that the label side is where there's, the less space behind it. So like if the line is here and you have this much Xbox and then this much Xbox,
I feel like the PlayStation is the exact opposite of that. And that's part of the problem
because that goes against like intuition also, because I'm like, oh, if there's going to be like something reading the disc, it's got to be on the side where there's like more space. I know that I'm sure they could put a disc reader in this much space, but just work with how my brain works here, because it's and that's how you put the disc in on the Xbox.
Yeah, I think I get confused because I'm pretty positive that you put the read side of the disc on PlayStation 5 out towards the outside,
where there's less space.
Well, but that's where the bump is, right?
Oh, I don't know.
It is.
I don't know. I don't have a PlayStation 5. I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. Tell me what the thing does on the thing that I don't have. I just know what my Xbox does.
What else we got here, Cheapy?
Xbox better.
What?
Nah, that's the new Twitter like trend. Like anytime Sony posts something, like people will reply Xbox better. And anytime
I don't think that's a new trend.
Well, it's really like it's really popular now. Let's move on to Nintendo. Shipwreck, you got the new, what's that great name for the new Nintendo OLED model?
You just said it.
Oh, the OLED model.
Nintendo Switch OLED?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I've got it right here. There it is.
It's so bright. Oh, my eyes,
Look at
my
that.
eyes.
Yeah.
It's big, actually.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. than the old one. I don't know.
It's fine.
So it's a better screen.
It looks more like your phone screen
a little
now.
Bit. It looks more like what?
Your phone screen in terms of quality.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Is like, yeah, this is more of a consumer electronic that's not a Nintendo Switch screen.
This doesn't look like my little son should be holding it. Looks too high end.
Well, I mean, that's the entire reason I got this, right? Is because my launch Switch got it's my son's Switch now, right? And he's dropped it multiple times. There's
sticky.
Parts that break off of it. It still works, but like there was like this section here on the old Switch, like all of these little vents on there, those are all gone on the original.
Hey, you don't need those.
You don't need them. It's fine.
Weight reduction.
Yeah. So I've been waiting. I got one of these. I got the Metroid Dread. It's a nice Nintendo Switch. It's the Nintendo Switch. It's feeling pretty dated at this point, right? Like,
I thought it felt dated right away.
Well, not for a handheld. Like at the time when it came out, the handheld was pretty remarkable for a handheld at the time. Now with the stuff that like Apple Arcade is doing and everything, like, and if you have a controller for it, it feels like you're getting similar quality of game. Like you're not getting the Nintendo games, but like you're getting the same type of experiences. Like there's good stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I downloaded the new Pongfinity game and it's kind of lame. All these like you got to pay to open up the crates and stuff. It's like ridiculous. Yeah.
So I mean it feels a little bit bigger. The kickstand's a little different.
It's for dads whose kids have taken their Switches. It's for dads
whose kids have taken over their original Switches. Somebody asked me on Twitter like if I play it more in dock mode or handheld mode. And to be honest, the only time I play dock Switch anymore is if I'm playing multiplayer games with my family. Like if I'm sitting down to play something on TV or projector, like I just naturally gravitate to either Xbox or PlayStation 5. Just
for the obvious reason that it's designed to really be on your TV.
Because that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. So I like it as a portable. I'm really enjoying Metroid Dread. That not a graphical showcase, I would say. Like it's a nice looking 2D Metroid game.
I heard it really pops on PC. I read on Kotaku that you can play in 4K, 60 frames per second on PC.
Oh boy!
And you don't even need to pay for the game, even.
Right.
Perfect. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So the Switch you don't really need it unless you need a new Switch, I guess. Like
yeah. I think they're going to sell plenty, and they're going to do pretty well in the numbers when the next numbers book comes out. People probably buy that shit.
Yeah, Metroid Dread though. Like, are either of you guys 2D Metroid guys? I don't remember. It's been so long.
I mean, when the first one came out,
you like the first one?
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, I like.
You hit the select button, right, to shoot the missiles.
I remember the last Metroid I played. Was it on the Game Boy Advance? Was that the one? Game Boy Metroid.
On that. Yeah.
Is it Metroid Fusion?
That's a Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah, the one where you could like plug it into the GameCube and it made things happen in the game.
Oh, it's been so long. Sounds like a thing.
I think that was a thing with that game. I played that one. I played that. I want to say that was the last 2G Metroid I played. I don't know how many have come out in between this time and that time. So,
well, this one's good. It has the same thing. Like you either really like getting lost in Metroid games and playing the same screens over and over again, trying to figure out where you go, or you just know where to go somehow. I'm in the former camp of like, I'm really progressing here. And then like I sit down and play for a half hour and I just go around in circles for a while.
So how far into the game do you turn into a ball?
I'm not there.
Ooh.
Right. Like I see so many things that like, oh, I need this power up to get into this area and this area and this area. And I'm on the third world, I guess, or the third area that you go to. And I have magnet hands. I can grab onto magnet stuff. I've got missiles, of course. I've got a cloak because you can cloak yourself to get around the robot Resident Evil Nemesis thing.
Oh, I thought it was if some place is too cold, you put
maybe
put the coat on.
I haven't found the too cold places. I find the too hot places all the time.
You don't want a coat for that.
No,
you'll just sweat.
Right. I feel like I have like one more power. That's about it. Like I can do like one other thing. Oh, I can charge up and blast. Like hold it down and blast.
Nice.
Sounds like that game's got it all.
It's pretty good,
especially on PC.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna keep at Metroid Dread.
Enjoy.
I like that as a handheld game. I can't see myself sitting down and playing that on a big screen though.
Are you signing up for the Nintendo Switch expansion? What's it called? Expansion.
Nintendo Switch Online.
Nintendo Switch Online.
Nintendo
Switch Online expansion pack is what it's called. And then they have.
Yeah, that seems dumb.
I couldn't really. The name is good though. It's a good name.
That seems dumb. Are they still gonna have the $20 a year one, or is that going on?
I fucked up the name.
You get that one still.
Sorry, I fucked up the name. It's Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between
Apple
that and
CarPlay?
And the what's the difference between this one and the $20 a year one?
This one you get the expansion pack for Animal Crossing.
Okay.
And you get Sega Genesis and Nintendo 64 games.
Oh, I see. You don't get the Sega Genesis and Nintendo 64. You just get the old Nintendo games and the Super Nintendo games. Is that
correct?
Okay, but I only want the Nintendo games and the Super Nintendo games.
You play those.
You know what? Every now and again, I'm like, oh, I forgot I could download this, and like something will pop up there, and I'll be like, oh, I remember that, and then I download it, and then I play it once, and then that's it.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I paid my $20. I've done nothing with it, I guess. Do I need it to do Animal Crossing stuff?
Yeah, well, you know, my
Animal Crossing stuff with it.
My daughter still plays Animal Crossing a lot, and she has friends that have their islands, and she does visit them still. So
that's why I have it then.
Yeah,
they forced me to have it for Animal Crossing. Okay,
for Animal Crossing, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So good luck.
Yeah, the trailer has over 50,000 dislikes on YouTube. Which is
I'm sure that in Nintendo they don't even know what a YouTube is.
You think they don't even know their videos up there? They didn't even put it up there.
I don't know.
They
Somebody
probably
else
know all those 50,000 people are still going to buy it.
Chris Pratt is going to be Mario, and they're like, I don't. What's a Chris Pratt?
Right. They don't even know Chris Pratt's in Mario movie.
Yeah, Nintendo. They don't even know. They don't know that.
They don't know what a movie is at Nintendo.
No, and then someone said Charlie Day is going to be playing Luigi, and they go, "Oh, we love It's Almost Sunny. It's Always Sunny." So
it does make sense because their games don't have voice acting in it. So why would they know what a movie is?
Don't tell Charles Martinet that.
Well, Metroid has some talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? Like
a computer talks. A computer talks to you.
Like
do we
a whole
actually
sentence?
find out that? Do we find out that it's actually pronounced Samu?
I don't know that they. Do they ever say her name? I don't know.
She's French.
Like half the time I have the volume down and I'm just playing. Like I don't know. It's a handheld game.
Samu.
All right. Where are we here? I think we're getting to the end here. Here's one question from the CAG bag here.
It's been a long episode.
Well, sure. It's gonna get longer because at the end of this, I'm gonna tack on the Jeopardy show.
That's fine.
It's gonna be
I'm
super
sure
long.
The people in the Twitch chat are like going crazy with how long the show is.
What does that
saying
mean?
How they're like, this is amazing. This is the best show we've ever heard.
They're taking their pants off.
Yeah, like I can't contain myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go to the CAG bag. At Darwin Loves Devo asks, does Black Friday really start now like retailers want it to? They're going for it.
Well, our holiday shopping is done for both children already.
But you didn't get the great deals.
We got the Target had the spend $100, get $25 off coupons. And that was good enough for us. And one of the things that Elliot wanted was only sold at GameStop, and they had 20% off on that.
What was that?
Of the new Five
Funko Pop.
Five Nights at Freddy's figures.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't yeah.
It wasn't a video game.
Yeah.
No. Although he is getting a new Xbox controller. He's getting his own Xbox controller.
Oh, which one?
The red camo.
Mm.
Because he likes red and camo.
Matches cheapies outfits.
Yes.
What?
Exactly.
Oh, camo?
Yeah.
I have so much camo.
But yeah, we got the only thing that's still out for delivery because it only went on sale on Monday is the Hess truck. But other than that, everything is done. Sabrina has some makeup, I believe that's also still in transit. But other than that, yeah, with Sabrina, it's not even like it's whatever.
And your kids don't listen to this show, right?
No, not even.
No way.
So
they don't want
yeah,
they want more.
They're
kids
done.
Want more.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I don't think I even have to buy any Hanukkah presents.
I was like, well, Hanukkah starts the day after Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah, I don't have to.
So that's the other reason why we did it early. We're like, let's just get it out of the way. Who knows with the stupid supply chain stuff? And yeah, but then again, it's a lot different with a 13/14-year-old than it is with a 10-year-old. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
So does Black Friday start now or no?
No.
Why not?
The real deals are later. These are fake deals.
Somewhat. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure there'll be something on Black Friday where I'll be like, oh,
sure.
You know what's going to be good for Black Friday? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Good chance.
$35.
Everything.
$35 for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, everything will be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Far Cry 6.
Sure. I don't feel bad paying full price for that game. There's a lot of game there. Even if
there's a lot of game there. It's definitely worth full price. I never said it wasn't.
Yeah, even if it's not like.
I'm just saying it'll probably be on sale somewhere for Black Friday.
Do it. Get all those deals. All right, let's wrap up. Stay tuned for Jeopardy coming on right after this. Big shout out to Shanafan for putting that together and Whipsmart Banky for the graphics. Let's remind everybody that you should watch the show live, like right now, Wednesday, 9:00 on Twitch. It's a good time, twitch.tv/GBassGamer. We got a Discord, discord.gg/CAG, and you can use Wombat's Fortnite creator code when you buy your V-Bucks and whatnot. Use Wombat5277. That's his phone number.
Yes. It's Wombat5277. Yes. And also I want to shout out to our sponsors, Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/CAGcast and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. And HelloFresh. Go to hellofresh.com/CAGcast14 and use code CAGcast14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping.
Awesome. We're about to raid Sushi Dragon. Everybody, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bread's done.